Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Headset Split. This is Laws of the Enchantress, depending on what channel you get. I wanted to make this special video. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I need to remind you, you queens, you royalty, you goddess, the feminine sacred black women, about who you are, what your mission is, and actually guide you back to a more enjoyable, successful, love-filled life. Because there's so much things out there, it's no wonder we are lost as a gender, as a people, and yeah, as a black society. There's so much things that happened this week, and I'm hoping to cover it on my Laws of Enchantress program. This is a program we're doing on the secret page. And I wanted to play this music, hoping to jog and shock and literally shake your ancestors out of your depths of your soul, because so many of you are lost and you're on the wrong mission. Black women, know your mission. You are a goddess. You are sacred, feminine, superior energy. And the more you suppress it, the more challenges you're going to have. You're not going to get to do anything. Now, that is your culture. What you're about to see is not your culture. This slut walk, this slut pride, has nothing to do with you being a black woman. What world is it that you want to live in, that your beauty and your essence as a woman has no effect on a man? I get it, but there's always extremes to both agendas. There's extremes. Do you really want the ability to walk down the block completely naked and have no effect on a man? That takes away your feminine power. Like I said, there's extremes on each end. You don't have to parade around and say you're a slut. You don't have to be completely naked and have staples on your bust. You got to pick a side, black women. Either you are royalty, either you are princess, either you are a goddess, either you're going to be commanding your feminine sacred energy in your own way with our own culture. No one's saying to encourage rape, but walking around with tape on your nipples and demanding men have no effect, that is not our culture. And that's a terrible world for us. That means our beauty would have no effect. Our elegance, our essence, our feminine sacred power, our womb power would have no effect. Masculine power and feminine power are meant to live in harmony. The reason why the world's in complete chaos is because we have an overload of masculine energy and an underrepresentation of females. And a lot of women are encouraged to be masculine. A lot of women are encouraged not to feel like women, not to be emotional like women. To me, femininity equality means respect for my feminine gender, means respect for who I am as a black woman, respect for my emotions, respect for my tears, respect for my vulnerability. Doesn't mean that in order for me to be a successful woman, I have to become a man. That's completely not our agenda. Do you really want to live in a world where you can walk around with your boobs out and men don't have no effect? This is what we asked for, and they're taking us to oblivion. You are a queen. You are a goddess. Call upon your ancestors. Close your eyes. I don't care what religion you are. There's many blood on our soul. And you can call them forward to actually give you strength. It is your tradition. It is your culture. It's not even about religion. It is your history. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. On one hand, you got people saying, oh, well, Meghan Markle's like the first African royal, but you're not royalty if you let men degrade you. You're not royalty if you're listening to the crazy hip-hop music. You got to pick a side and know your mission. You can't be in between. You have to be pursuing your most highest frequency vibration level. And that is what we do in Laws of Enchantress. I want black women to heal. I want black women to be brave enough to want the best possible life. Stop settling. Stop selling yourself short. Stop telling yourself, I don't have to be married. Marriage is not my goal. I want a life partner. That is not true. You African woman, you are the motherhood of femininity. You are the motherhood of fertility. The earth, the continent, Africa, life started with you, within you. It is not in your nature. It's because we got hurt. It's because we have a lot of layers of anger inside of us because we haven't been loved. We haven't been protected. We haven't been honored. And that's why I made the Laws of Enchantress program, because I don't care what it is you're trying to succeed in. Whether it's weight loss, you want to lose weight, you want to diet, you want to become your sleek, sexy goddess. That takes self-love, self-dedication, self-consistency, self-passion. It all starts with you. And in order for you to get there, you have to heal. And you have to connect to who you are as a Black woman. Let me tell you something. The same women that are walking around like Amber Rose and Nicki Minaj and I forgot the other one's name. The other one that was married to one of the Kardashians or dating, I don't know. But Black China, I'm sorry. These same women complaining about over-sexualization of women. And I agree to a certain extent, because these same women have gotten rich and wealthy and famous because of over-sexualization. If there was no sexualization of women, they would not have careers. They're disconnecting you from your goddess and robbing you because on one hand, they're telling you not to use your feminine allure. On the other hand, their feminine allure has brought them millions. What talent, no offense to the sister, does Amber Rose have? What talent does, Black China have? They actually made millions and millions off of their femininity, off of their central power. But on the other hand, they want to banish it for all women. She's famous for her curves, her full derriere, her gorgeous hourglass, her full bust. But on the other hand, you want to spite the whole world because they were attracted to you. You have to find a balance. We don't want to advocate rape and domestic violence and crimes against women. You guys know me from Hess Butt. I spent my whole life dedicating, raising money, medical awareness, discrimination for Black women. That is real. But when you walk around with signs that say this, are you truly uplifting and empowering women? Queens don't have to do this. If you want to overexert, so you want to do it the other way. We're over-sexualized by men, so let's do it to ourselves. Let's make our beauty immune. Let's make our bodies immune. How empowering is that? You want respect for your gender, not to lose your gender. You want love and affection and protection for your gender, not to obliterate your gender. Not to walk around with degrading words on your body. And you want acceptance, because what happens is that you lose your femininity. If you want to be seen as a man and treated as a man, no, you want to be seen as a woman and respected in your own feminine right. The reason why Black women, especially Black women, the reason why I made the Laws of Enchantress, because Black women out of every other demographic has been severely cut off from her femininity. That's why I made the Law of Enchantress program, because I saw no matter what things we were trying to achieve, whether it was losing weight, whether it was opening a business, whether it was raising our self-esteem, whether it was, getting into a healthier lifestyle or becoming wealthy, successful, that all takes confidence. And that confidence comes from a healed, feminine, sacred core. And the crazy thing is, no one has the most power inside of them than Black women. How do you think we survived all this time? With no men, no community, abused, left alone. How do you think we survived? How do you think you see a Michelle Obama? How do you think you see a Serena Williams? How do you think you see a Tamia? How do you think you see a Lupita? How do you think you see any successful Black woman, whether it's public or private? It's because we have a gift. Why do you think you hear the phrase Black girl magic? Why do you think the world is scared of us? Most Black women don't know their power. They're aware. I heard somebody left a comment on one of my things and saying, I don't know what kind of Black women you hang around with. We're fully aware. No, you're not fucking fully aware, because if you were fully aware, you would be a goddess walking on earth. If you were fully aware, any man you can have, any life you can have, you would not have self-limiting beliefs. And we all have it. It's almost impossible for any Black woman not to have it, because we are fully immersed in a society that's only comfortable with images like this. We're in a society that's only comfortable of Black women looking scantily clad, demoralized, and degraded. They are not comfortable with Black women looking intelligent and elegant and classy. They don't look for it. There's so much news about Black women doing positive things, Black women doing good things, Black women doing amazing things, and you will not see it in the media. You have to look, pick, and pick. Black girls are finding cures for cancer. Black girls are finding cures for HIV. Black girls are doing everything. But what you're going to see predominantly is a negative mainstream mantra. And you cannot connect to your enchantress. You cannot become an enchanter. You cannot have harmony with the alpha male. You cannot get the life, love, and marriage you want, and the marriage you want, and the marriage you want. You're not going to get it like that. Trying to tell you. And this is what they're doing. This is what's happening. They're only comfortable with black women walking around. Amber Rose is mixed. I don't even know if she's like 10% black. How come white people didn't come to claim her? She's not 100% black, but they're comfortable with the image Amber Rose is portraying. Anyhow, Amber Rose started dating Prince William or Prince Harry, they would have been going down her DNA to tell the whole world, well, she's biracial. Colin Kaepernick, he's half black, half white. You didn't see white people coming to claim him. Malcolm X, his grandfather was 100% Scottish. His mother was half Scottish with red hair and freckles. Look at the color picture of Malcolm X. He's a very mixed African American. And why am I talking about this? Because you have to realize how scared they are of black women. Because when Meghan Markle got married to William, you had so many white people out of nowhere caping for her, clearly telling, biracial, biracial. We didn't make the one-drop rule. We didn't make the one-drop rule. They made it. In America today, when you go for a job, there still isn't a biracial job. Once you check any other minority box along with Caucasian, guess where the government puts you? They put you as a minority. They're not even keeping true. It's not us who are seeing black people. It's them. They're the majority in the world. It's not us. And they pick and choose depending on the advancements. They pick and choose according to the affiliations. They pick and choose. You have white people making you deny that there's Africans in Egypt. How are you supposed to know your greatness? You got white people who try to hide that 4 black women are the reason why NASA was able to go to space. Do you understand that you are powerful? You can have anything you want. But you have to want it, believe it, perceive it. And that's why we made the Laws of Enchantress program. So you can meditate, so you can heal, and you can consistently keep up an empowerment of your sacred feminine womb and attract the right thing into your life. Meghan Markle read a manifestation book. We talk about it in my group. She read that book. She read several books on her blog that she used to have before she had to take it down. She had several books. And in those several books, they were mostly talking about erasing self-limiting beliefs, erasing lack of belief. Like I said, I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how slim you are. I don't care how fat you are. It does not matter. Because once you get to a certain limit, and you are beautiful, and you're attractive, and you're your ultimate physical self. You're your ultimate physical self. Guess what? Whether it's a guy or marriage or a job, there's going to be other women of equal status. So what is it that is going to make you stand out? What is it? Is it your etiquette? Is it your bike? Is it your car? Is it your nails? No, it is your sacred feminine energy. And most black women have been disconnected. They don't know the power of sacred feminine energy in conjunction with the law of attraction. If every black woman knew that, every black woman would have a man adoring them like Michelle Obama. She's an enchantress. After 24 years of marriage, Obama can't get enough of her. Every black woman would have a man like Will Smith that's proud of her when she walks down the red carpet. Every black woman would have a man like Jason Momoa who's gushing about Lisa Bonet like she's the best thing since sliced bread. You have the power. You are the most sensual, the most sexual, the most seductive. You are the power. That's why we're mimicked. And don't tell me, well, we know that. You don't know that. Because if you knew that, we'd be doing better. If we knew that, you wouldn't have 72% of black women having kids out of wedlock. If we knew that, black women would be the sign and the epitome of happiness on earth. We don't know our worth. We settle. And it's not no one's fault. It's almost impossible unless you become aware, unless you become an enchantress, unless you do meditations and healings. It is almost impossible for any black woman to have that type of aura in this negative world where we have negative connotations, where they have negative stereotypes, where other black women are so easy to believe negativity about other black women, where a lot of us have self-biased consciousness because we live in that society. But you have to heal, my sister. You got to remember your legacy. You got to remember your elegance. You can't follow mainstream. Because guess what? Those white girls can say slut walk, and tomorrow they can walk into any executive suite and get the respect. They can make a sex tape like Kim Kardashian. They can make a sex tape of Paris Hilton, and they will get the respect, but not you. That is not your legacy, and it's not for you, because that's not the game they're playing. That's not the game they're playing. Right? I can guarantee you, if Prince Harry would have called off the wedding and dumped her and said negative things about her, they would have been quick to disenfranchise themselves from that biracial side and be like, that's all you, son. Just like Colin Kaepernick. They back off real quick. Just like Mariah Carey. They back off real quick. You got to know, black woman, that you are a special creature walking on this earth. And people say it. People have been saying it, and you have to believe it. You can't want greatness. You have to become greatness. And that's why I made this program, not just to talk shit, but you got to saturate yourself, because guess what? The world is a hammer, and this world will try to break you. And the world has been trying to break the magnificence of the black woman. Talking about her features, her skin, her hair, negatively. Look how long it took for us to embrace ourselves. We have to get out of that. I don't want to see black women having to imitate white women to be considered beautiful. If you want to wear wigs and weave, that's great. But you shouldn't have to emulate her from top to bottom. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Look at Prince Harry. If it was all about etiquette and royalty, why would he pick Meghan? Like I said, Meghan is beautiful, she's classy. But when you're talking about European, you're talking about a dynasty that existed way before the United States was even a colony. If he truly wanted somebody that was just 100% royalty and etiquette, he wouldn't have picked her. And you know why he picked her? Because she was authentic. You know why he picked her? She was the best possible version of herself. She was confident, she was healed, and she was raised by a very spiritual, yoga practicing African American queen who encouraged her to go for her dreams, who encouraged her to not live by your limits. And she truly did it, and it's proof. Because before she even got with Harry, you can go and search her old blog. And the book she was reading was about the law of attraction, manifestation. When are you guys going to believe in the power of your own belief? When are you going to believe? You can't on one day say, well, there's always been black royalty. Then act like it, walk like it, talk like it. And I'm not blaming you, because you're living in a saturated negative world. And that's why I made this program. So you can meditate daily. Know how to meditate, know how to recover, know how to heal. Use this method throughout your entire life. Make it a practice. Make a practice of self-love. Make a practice of self-happiness. You're only going to get what you have inside. And Meghan Markle had to do a lot of self-healing and self-balancing, being a mixed race in Hollywood. She talked about it. She talked about the discrimination. She talked about feeling inadequate. She talked about them trying to lighten her skin in pictures. She talked about them trying to airbrush her freckles so she could look more Caucasian. No one's exempt from the toxic environment they spew on black women. You are not a slut. You don't have to fight for justice like that. You fight like a queen, not a pauper. And how has your life been better since this slut walk happened? Really? You truly want to be able to walk around completely nude? You as a black woman want to have no effect on a man? You want your booty to have no effect? That's pretty asexual to me. That's not being feminine. You're being robbed of your femininity. You want to be able to have control over your sexuality, not eliminate your sexuality. Not normalize your vagina to the point where you don't have the empowerment as a woman. There's extremities on both ends. And like I said, I'm not advocating rape. Oh, hell no. I'm not advocating domestic abuse. I'm not advocating violence. Anyone that knows me knows I'm the real deal. I donate. I go to Washington. I talk to my congressmen. I connect to my senators. I don't care what anybody is doing. I am doing the real shit. The shit that matters. The shit that will matter after I'm long dead and buried. But to normalize your femininity to the point where you want men not to be affected is complete and total chaos. That's why you can't get guys to pay for you on a date. That's why you can't get guys to pull up the chair and open the door. We want an equality in the sense where we are respected equally for who we are. Let me say it again. We want an equality. for respect in who we are. We don't want to eliminate who we are as a gender. You still want guys. Most black women want guys to pay for them on a date. Most black women want their guys to be a provider. Most black women want their men to be successful and be able to care for them. Most black women want it. Even Amber Rose, she's a hypocrite because she's out here talking about extreme feminists, but yet she only dates rich black rappers. Let me say it again. She's out here talking about feminism, but she only wants to date rich black rappers. She does know there's other men in the world, right? Lord of mercy. Listen to the drums. Listen to the drums. Let your ancestors flow through you. Each one of you are goddesses. Each one of you are enough. I don't care what you're trying to succeed. That's why I made the Law of Enchantress. So you can heal, you can grow, you can become impervious to the insults. Look at Meghan Markle when her brother was writing to the Prince Harry and saying not to marry her. She's horrible. She's two-faced. Look at her half-sister. Look at her own father trying to make money off the wedding selling paparazzi pictures. Do you know how she was able to walk down that aisle like they didn't matter? Because guess what? They don't matter. You got to become impervious and become a goddess and protect and fight for your positivity. Walk away. Stop engaging in other black women's drama. How do you think she was able to walk down that aisle and her mother sit there beaming like the ocean? Because it's called Black Goddess Power. When you are healed, sacred feminine, the words of others don't affect you because you know your truth. And that is how we got this far. That is how black women survived. Because for so long, we were empowered by our ancestors. For so long, we fought for our femininity. But something happened. The past 10, 20 years, we let go. And we're doing too much. We're doing way too much. We're acting like men. We're talking like men. We're behaving like men. Then we want to complain about the men. Guess what? You have become him. Anything that has happened, you have allowed. And you have the power to walk away and seek your happiness, just like Serena did. She said, "These nuts," and she walked away. You got the power to seek your happiness, just like Meghan did. You got the power to seek your happiness, just like Lisa Bonet did. You got the power to know your happiness, just like Michelle Obama did. You have that power and that elegance and that grace. It's you, black woman. It is you. You are the essence. Okay? You are the essence of greatness. And I'm trying to tell you this for the longest time. I'm trying to tell you guys this for the longest time. Know your culture. You guys are so proud to be black and talking. Know your culture. And don't have, what I call the cafeteria culture when you want to be combative. Know who you are in your essence. And that's what we're doing in the Laws of Enchantress. This is why I made the program. The program is ongoing. The program is now. And it's a one-time investment of $199. Yes, there's payment plans available. But you get 4 live chats. You get 4 videos. And it's only available on the page. You also get free goodies. There's also a book, over 100 pages, written just for the course. Yes, a real ebook. Yes, a real PDF book that several people worked on. This is not you, black women. You don't have to walk around with your boobs. You don't want to desensitize your femininity. You don't want to neutralize your feminine power. If you want to fight for justice, if you want to fight against rape, if you want to fight, then you do it. But there's no need for you to normalize your nakedness. Your body is sacred. Your womb is sacred. Your sexuality, your sensuality is all sacred. That is your history. That is your culture. And you have to protect that. You have to know that. You have to act like that. You have to. Are these girls going to Congress? Are these girls going to the senators? Are they all registered voters? Are they active? Are they active? Because the same women that are claiming to be this empowered feminist body are the same women that diss and insult other women. Masculinity is not evil. It's oversaturated. And we got to come back into our full femininity. I'm going to tell you something. When I was talking to one of the male coaches for the Law of Enchantress program that's on the secret page, they said femininity is kryptonite for a man. A man is meant to succumb and react to feminine nature. And the reason why things keep getting weirder and harder is because we are getting more and more masculine. And no other woman has been affected by that mantra more than black women. And the crazy thing is that we are the essence of feminine power. Our African blood, our African ancestry. Look at the way we move. We put rhythm into humanity. The way we sway our hips, the way we whine, the way we twerk. And anybody wants to steal it. You are the essence of the goddess. You are. And I don't care if you're trying to lose weight. I don't care if you're trying to accomplish anything, you have to be healed. You got to know how to heal. You got to know how to meditate. You got to have your altar. You got to do daily cleanses because subconsciously you are hit with negativity. Even if you're the most positive person, this is the world we live in. I know I keep talking about it, but the doll test, DOLLTEST. DOLLTEST. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Because you're going to see young black kids, 1 year old, 2 years old, 1 grade, 2nd grade, whatever it is. But kids that are super young, too young to even know what they're saying. And they had a black doll, and they had a white doll. I keep talking about this because y'all need to see, and that's the power of the subconscious mind. Your mind's like a sponge. And I'm pretty sure their parents didn't tell them to associate negative things with anything black. But when that tester picked up the white doll, and that tester had the black doll, guess what? All those black kids, those babies in the 1st grade and those babies in the 2nd grade, whether they're a black boy or a black girl, they all associated everything negative with black. So if you're growing with negativity from a child in your subconsciousness, before you're even able to realize what is happening from a child, there's no way as a grown black woman you're fully healed. Like I said, you will only have what you believe. And that's how you achieve. You don't have what you want. You have what you believe. You could want to lose weight. You can want to have the love of your life. You can want to have a rich guy who's going to spoil you. And guess what? You deserve all of it. But what commands your essence is what you believe. And that is what we practice in the Laws of Enchantress. That is how Meghan got Harry. That is how Michelle Obama was able to attract Obama. This is not lies. This is how Oprah Winfrey was able to be successful. This is how Jim Carrey was able to get his first big movie. These are all consistencies. Will Smith is a massive believer in the law of attraction. I don't know if you ever saw some of his chats, but he got something called Will's Wisdom. And it's on YouTube, Will's Wisdom. It's about like 10-15 minutes where it's clips of how he truly believes in manifestation. He truly believes in the power of word. How many people are going to tell you this before you start believing? You have to believe in your greatness. And you got to leave these people and their culture alone. That's not our power. Amber Rose is a hypocrite. Because if she's so feminist, why she only date rich, wealthy rappers who can take care of her, who can spoil her, who can buy her stuff, and you're there following her, and you don't have that clout. You are a queen. We have the most central, the most powerful. I'm telling you, when a black woman is healed, when her femininity, her sacred womb is energized, when she consistently douses herself in a culture of love and doesn't wait for anyone, when she's continually honoring herself, making herself happy, buying herself flowers, buying herself wine, taking her to the spa, I don't care what it is, but when you're doing the most you can to show the most love to yourself, you are virtually unstoppable. And any black woman will tell you this, any black woman who is successful. And you deserve the love of your life. I'm sick of black women saying, I don't want marriage. If you truly don't want marriage because it's coming from your ancestors, it's coming from your soul, it's coming from your spirit, it's coming from your blood, then God bless you. But most black women have so much scars on their spirit, unhealed chakras, unaligned chakras, and they're making these wants and demands off a broken hurt. You can't build upon a scab. You got to be truly healed without the scab, totally healed like some Wolverine shit, because that is your true essence. You can't build positivity off of negativity. So if you got hurt, if you've been left, if you've been abused, if you've been lied to, this is all part of the Laws of Enchantress, where you meditate and you heal and you connect back to your sacred feminine. And you could do this in conjunction with any type of therapy you're taking in the real world, with any type of medical stuff you're taking in the real world. Because we're not doctors, we're not therapists, but we are practicing the ancient arts of meditation, the ancient arts of Shakti, the ancient arts of the Hindu enchantress. We're practicing that, and that is the essence to success. Because it don't matter what you do on the outside if the inside is rotten. It don't matter what you do on the outside if the foundation's not strong. It don't matter what you do on the outside because it is the inside that commands your life. Like I said, Prince Harry got the pick of all women. And if it was truly about etiquette and royalty and class and structure and how she knows this and that and how she can navigate in his world, she can't navigate in his world, but she's navigating his heart. And black women need to believe in love. Because when you believe in love, the power of love, you will attract love. If you don't believe in it, you're going to attract people who cannot love you. Whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. If you don't believe in the essence and your power to wield that because you have immense sensual power. The way we walk, our lips, our hips, the way we're shaped, it's all coming from our sensuality. The way we talk, the way we smile, the way we laugh. We're the most sensual creature on the planet. And you can't wait for mainstream to tell you, okay, you can have sensual lips now. Okay, you can have a full booty now. Okay, you can have an hourglass. For so long, we didn't embrace who we were because we were waiting for mainstream. Don't do that. You are a goddess. Trendset. Confidence. The first love is you. The first dedication is you. The first obsession is you. And I'm telling you, whether you want to lose weight, once you learn to meditate, once you learn about chakras, once you learn about affirmations, once you learn about subliminal affirmations, once you learn about binaural beats, once you learn to meditate and manipulate water and use water manifestations, once you learn, nothing can stop you. But calling yourself a slut, calling yourself a slut, calling yourself these names, that's not going to help you. I'm trying to tell you, that's not your legacy, that's not your heritage, that's not your ancestry, and that's not the way you gain power. Women got a lot of rights in this country. And you're right, there was a much needed women's rights movement. But we didn't get that by behaving like this. This is desensitizing your womanhood. This is you wanting to walk around with your pom-pom hanging out and men not supposed to look. That's not natural. That's an extreme end. You want respect. You want to be protected. You don't want to desensitize men to your beauty, to your body. That's going against nature. And that's what we did. That's why there's so much drama, even in non-minority neighborhoods. We have to reconnect to the queen. You are a queen. You are a queen. You gotta get back to yourself. You are a queen. And if you're interested in the program, just leave me comments here, because that's what we're doing. We're focusing on your dream. Finding a man who's going to worship you. Finding the essence that's going to honor you. You don't have to keep looking at Prince Harry and Lisa Bonet and Michelle Obama and Tamia and Serena and be like, I wish I could. They're not doing anything different. What they're doing is practicing confidence, practicing manifestation, practicing healing. And if you truly want that type of happiness, you have to have that type of healing. And that's why I made this program, because it starts with you. It doesn't start with this mess you're seeing. That's not honoring the self. That's not being royalty. That's not being sacred. We've made so much advancements as Black women, and we never had to get naked like that. Remember, we have made so much advancements as Black women, and we never had to take off our bra. We never had to walk out with pom-poms hanging. That is not for us. They have the honor and the privilege of doing that, because no matter what they do, they know they're the sacred, the number one woman, because that's the way they made society. But we have our own power, our own agenda, and our own feminine sacred that we have to heal and get back into place. Thank you, guys. And if you're interested in the law of attraction, make sure you look in the description box, and you can email me, and you can also join the basic close page and message me from there. I hope to see all you guys there. I want every single Black woman listening to this to have her dream. Whether it's a husband who's going to spoil her, whether it's a family, whether it's wealth, you are worth it. But you got to start with the belief of you. Believe, perceive, achieve. Thank you for being here with me. And see you guys in the Laws of the Enchantress. Bye-bye.